See what's going on with my people. Check on in with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be out up in it. Big salute, chat. What's going on with my people? Checking in with my people. You like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be out up in it. Be. Big salute, chat. Big salute, big salute, big salute, big salute. Big salute to all my loved ones, support goons, support squad. Big salute to all my big angels. Big salute, big angels. And big salute to all the righteous revolutionaries. Let's go, righteous revolutionaries. Let's go. Remember, head up, chest out, remain stout, steadfast, righteous revolutionaries, steadfast. And big salute to everybody that's tuning in, tapping in. Make sure I hit that subscribe button. And feel free to come through, interact, engage with me in the chat. Yeah, feel free to come interact, engage. You know, we just this morning, pretty much an open discussion, Q&A, just talking about expanding your business line globally. Yeah, expanding your business line globally. Now let's interact and engage, chat. Yeah. Now, is it wise or to register your business in multiple countries? I think registering a business in multiple countries could be wise for a few reasons. It could have its pros and its cons, but it could be wise for an expansion and benefits, like increasing your market reach. You don't want to just be stuck to one market. You want to have your product in all the markets that demand your product or your service that you have created. But it could be expensive and it could be complex. Yeah, and sometimes it may not even be necessary, depending on where you at. Because, you know, different countries have different laws and different ways they do things. And depending on what your product or service is. But it's usually to register your core business in one country and expand sales and establish local legal entities only if there is a specific need for local employees, banking, or to comply with industry specific regulations. Like here, the jewelry industry, you know, they got specific regulations on gold right now. So in order to obtain gold in Burkina Faso, you must have a business and create a product, or you must be able to process the gold. Create you a product and then do what you're gonna do with it. I think they're gonna add silver to that list in short time, in due time. You do want to have banking in different countries. For one, it keeps your money safe, depending on what side of the globe you're on. Like, say if you're coming from America and you register your business in Africa or Asia, you want banking. That's one of the only ways that you can open up a bank account in a foreign country is to register a business there, and that keeps a lot of your funds safe. And I know in China, when you register a business, they make you, according to their law, they make you hire a secretary from that country. Yep, yep. So, you know, definitely do your homework. That's why I tell everybody, do your due diligence, do your homework, so you know, because like they say, this could be complex, and then I know in America, they don't teach us financial literacy. They don't teach us how to run our businesses international. So you will have to do homework on certain things. You will have to acquire information. That's why it's good for you to, whatever country you thinking about setting up a business in, it's good to meet lawyers, advocates, people that can help you protect your business, people that can help you gain information that other people may not have. Yes, you will have to pay them because information is not free. It's a lot of people paying top dollar for information right now. Yep. So, Godson, what up, though, Godson? Why, what's up? Why you ask, Godson? Why you ask? What's going on? I'm somewhere in the globe, Godson. Okay, that's what's up, Godson. Hey, Godson, what type of business you got? Yeah, that's the topic. Yeah, see, now that you catching back in, are you ready to expand your business or your service globally, Godson? Yeah, since you've been gone, yeah, we've been on business. Yeah, global business, Godson. What type of business you into? What type of product have you created? What type of service have you created, Godson? Share your blessings with us. Not share your blessings like let us get some, but share what you've been blessed with, Godson. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. Yeah, big salute to everybody tuning in, tapping in. You own 2 duplexes and work overnight security. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you're into real estate. You know, security companies are big in Africa. Um, and real estate. Real estate is big out here too. Mainly creating affordable housing for the locals. Yeah, creating affordable housing for locals. I think at the end of the day, if you create affordable housing for locals, you would make more money than investing in a big old penthouse or something like that. Because the demand for affordable housing is high all over Africa because it's a growing population. You got youngsters getting married every day. You got a lot of young families. You got college students trying to get out, mama and them house. And You know, yeah, they have their room or their little section at the compound, but they want privacy. You know, where they could have friends over and, you know, do what they do. And then you got, like here in Burkina, they have opened up for all the countries in Africa is visa free. So I'm meeting people from all over the place. Yeah, all over the place. Togo, Benin, Ghana, everywhere. Liberia. Um, so yeah. So definitely real estate is something that you can get into in Africa. Affordable housing, um, and security. Start use security company. I see that's major out here because everybody want their stuff protected. Especially if you got access to, you know, you can import those. Um, I think it all depends on what type though, like shotguns and stuff like that. So you never know what you got access to. You never know what type of doors it may open. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Yeah, you never know what type of doors it may open. y'all. Look, early morning BGs. Early morning BGs. My bad, y'all. Big salute, chat. We back. We back. But yeah. You never know what type of opportunities may open because what you will have access to, because the more things you have access to, the more connections, the more different businesses and entities that you have networked with, that adds value to you because you could bring things to the table that other people can't bring, especially if you have access to things that other people can't get. Yep. If look, y'all, if it's not about business, don't come talking to me about things that are irrelevant. I'm about elevation. Yeah, I'm about elevation. You know, if you want to talk about things of the past, I got a whole nother channel for that. It's in the description below. But if you're not talking about business, you might as well unsubscribe. Yeah, this the business channel. Yeah, we talk about strictly business and progress over here. Yeah, the trolls may throw me off every now and then, but I try to stay on topic though. Yeah. Always price lower than your competitors. Yeah, it's called undercut. Yeah, yeah. Undercut the prices. You know, if you can't price lower than your competitors, then price equally. You know, sometimes it's not about the price, it's about the quality of your product. Big salute, Cloudy Lane. Yeah, it's all about quality. If your product is higher quality than your competitors, you could charge more than them. Yep. So it's really all about quality when it come to your products. Now, you don't want to be charging a cheap price for a quality product and you beating yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like yeah, you don't want to beat yourself. You want to treat yourself. And then it's all about promotion too. Promotion, promotion, promotion. So really, if you go harder than your competitors, sometimes price don't matter. Especially people that got money, you know, sometimes price doesn't matter. And a lot of times price does matter, but sometimes price don't matter. Some people might shop with you just because they like the way they're being treated. Some people shop with you just because your product is quality. You got the best quality product. So, you know, it's a lot of factors at play to compete with your competition. You know, that's just more homework that you got to do. And well, what's my competition doing? What are the competitors charging? What's the quality of the competitor's product? That's why a lot of people that have restaurants, they go try other people's food that have similar stuff on their menu, so they can see them what they charging over here. And then sometimes a lot of people, they'll steal recipes. So, gotta pay attention to that too. And that's one thing about Africa. If somebody see you selling or doing something and you making money, they gonna go through hell and high water to do the same thing you doing. You got a lot of copycats in Africa. You'll see when you come in, you'll see a lot of people doing the same thing. Same exact thing. And they right next to each other. Just like I had to go get my bike fixed unexpectedly. And there was 5 mechanics right next to each other. Just so happened all of them were working on something, but it was one mechanic that he wasn't doing nothing. So got things fixed kind of fast. But that just lets you know your options. So you don't gotta go with one person price. You price them all. Whoever got the best price, like my people say, whoever got the best price, that's who us as Americans we usually shop with. Who got the best deals? Especially if we don't know who do the best work. Because sometimes the best deal, when it comes to getting mechanic work, the best deal ain't always good. You want to know who do the best work, who's the best mechanic, who got quality work. Whoever got quality work, where I ain't got to keep having the same breakdown problem. That's what I want to. That's what I want to shop with. Cause that mechanic over there, he might be charging a cheap price, but shit, his mechanic skills whack as fuck. So, like I said, it's a lot of factors you got to take into consideration before you, do your thing. Yep. Yep. But definitely try to expand your business globally. It's pros and cons, it's benefits. Um, you could live in America but have a business in Africa. Or you could live in Africa and have a business in America. And then have your businesses registered in both countries. Usually when you an American citizen and you register a business outside of America, they already gonna tax you, and yeah, you gonna pop up in the system. So that's why a lot of people get residencies in other countries to bypass taxes, because there's ways you could bypass the American tax. Yeah, it's a lot of ways you can bypass the American tax. So, matter of fact, let's look that up real quick. How to bypass AMERICANBUSINESS taxes in a form. Well, it's illegal. Are generally required to report worldwide. You're required to report worldwide income to the Internal Revenue Service, regardless of where they live or where the income is earned. Oh yeah, that's a big crime there. Evading taxes. But they don't have a mechanism to present double taxation on income earned abroad. These measures involve claiming specific credits. So how expats avoid double taxation? That's where residencies and dual citizenship comes in. If I have to be. Oh yeah, America, they don't play. They don't care if you got residency. Yeah, they shit, they want theirs. That's wild. That's wild. Ghostwriting is a harsh business. Well, ghostwriting is kind of an independent business. Cloudy Lane. You know, it's not an open demand for ghostwriters. You know, usually when people look for ghostwriters, they keep it secret. Like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne didn't want nobody to know he had ghostwriters. You know, that's a ghostwriting is a small entity, that's a part of a bigger business. Yeah, and then Cloudy Lanes, anybody that's making music, movies, even I'm noticing that the AI is gonna take away the ghostwriters. Yeah, AI gonna take out ghostwriters, gonna take out I see nobody's been promoting video editing here lately, because AI. So if you're a video editor, AI done took your job. Um, yeah, anything dealing with online, like content creation, I think AI is gonna be in the loop, but it's not gonna take over. Because when you are a content creator, like this is raw, it's not scripted. So AI can't do this yet, you know. But video editing, music editing, people that went to college for editing, a waste of time, because AI done took their jobs. Um, yeah, AI is going to take a lot of jobs away. Ghostwriting, yeah, AI finna take that job. Yeah, AI taking, yeah, AI taking them jobs. So people gonna have to be more creative with what they doing. Well, Cloudy, people ain't gonna riot. People too docile. Yeah, hungry people are not gonna have the energy to riot anyway. Especially in America. Americans are so poisoned by the food they eat that they're not gonna last long. Just like when they was just doing the illegal immigrant thing in California. Them people too lazy. Everybody fat, out of shape, ain't missing no meals, hot. They might go out there 1 or 2 days. But rioting, man, Americans is too fat and lazy to riot, to put up a fight, put up a fuss. Yeah. So Americans ain't gonna riot. Yeah, Americans and people in the West, they ain't gonna riot. They ain't gonna do nothing. It sound good, but shit, I'm looking at social media, TikTok. Yeah, I'm looking at social media. I watched a video of a fat woman, fat nasty lady, go off in the social service office. She was so fat and so lazy. She ran out of energy going off. Yep. Yeah, I see AI all on the internet. Matter of fact, somebody told me that a lot of the videos I've been watching have been AI videos. I say, wow, AI doing a damn good job. Yeah, AI, they doing a daggone good job. So that's why I'm kind of glad I've been blessed to do the jury, because in order for AI to survive, I got the materials that AI need to keep his heart beating. You know what I'm saying? See, I'll be able to use AI more as a tool. Like when I get, God willing, I get high grade machinery, I could tell AI what design I want and they'll make it. So that's really what AI is supposed to be used for, as a tool to progress your business, to expand your business line, to help your work be easier. That's what AI is supposed to be used for. But well, it, AI being a tool and being used to exploit, that's just a part of the cheat code. That's just a part of, they go hand in hand. You know, you're gonna exploit AI by using it as a tool. You know, so it's not too much of a difference. There's a difference, but not too much. Yeah, AI, so that's why it was created, to be exploited, to make your job easier. Yep, ain't really no, you know, there's small differences, but ain't really no major differences. I can't see. Yeah, you're supposed to exploit tools. You exploit tools to make your job easier. Yeah, AI is a tool of exploitation. You can exploit people, exploit depending on what you're doing, what AI is capable of helping you do, you're supposed to exploit it. That's what tools are for. You exploit the tools to make your job easier. So it's really not no difference. That's what I would use AI for. You know, because all these high-tech tools I'm seeing, you won't need people to do the hard work. Like my dude that make my jewelry. There's machines out there that take his job. He won't have to breathe in the dust and, take a chance on burning himself or trying to weld a piece together. And you'll have people who create computer programs where you got your machines hooked up to, and just like the diamonds, when they cut diamonds, they put them in a machine. Yeah, a laser. Yep, they laser cut the diamonds. So Yeah, Cloudy. Hey, it's just that's where you have to have more than one skill. You can't be limited to just ghostwriting. See, when you limit yourself, that's what happens. See, so let that be a lesson to everybody. Don't limit yourself. When you limit yourself, you make your options slim. That's why not only do I do jewelry, do I have a registered jewelry company, I have a registered agriculture company. You know, I do consulting. You know, I get with my partner, we can create you a business plan. You know, we have a store. I got seeds to grow. So you gotta put yourself in a position to have many options. Yeah, because if you just limited to ghostwriting, you see now you got mobility issues. So now you gotta figure out something else. Yeah, now you gotta figure out something else, family. That's why I'm glad I'm blessed to be a man of many talents. But I now, as I'm seeing what's going on with AI, I know I need to pay attention though. Yep. So you want to have, you don't want to be limited to just one thing. That's why I come on here and I try to give people many ideas. You know, be a, be be a person of many talents. Yep. Just like, look, worst case scenario, what until they have AI food hospitality managers, shit. That's probably gonna be a requirement for management now too, because you're gonna have machines cooking the food here in the future. Maybe not right now, but in the future. So people that's gonna be managing restaurants, they're gonna have to know how to program AI or reboot it, or make sure it stay powered up. So the world, technologically, the world is changing. The world is changing, and it seemed like, for some strange reason, it seemed like the powers that be, like they want people to be lazy. Not lazy, but what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think they thinking about people. Because not all the scientists, but the scientists with morals, they said AI was dangerous. Like Stephen Hawking, he was the first one to come out and say the dangers of AI. They heard and took him out. Yeah, Steve Hawking, the smartest, what was the smartest person in the world. Yeah, yeah. The people with money, inconsiderate. Shit, Cloudy Lanes, inconsiderate ain't even a word. That's nice. Talking about the rich people that run the world. Inconsiderate, you being too nice. And there's people, they wicked devils. Yeah, they wicked. They not worried about you. A lot of them people eat human meat anyway. Yeah. Because they not of this, well, everything is of this world, but they're a different species. You know, and then we are already computers. Just look at yourself as a biological memory chip, a walking memory stick. Do y'all know anything about DNA? Do you know one drop of your blood can hold more memory than any chip that's ever made? So you are organic. You are organic computer, or how can I say, a living computer, or a living component to go into a computer. Your DNA, you hold the memory of all your ancestors in your DNA. You're like a walking, talking, living memory stick, memory card. Your blood that flows through your body. Google it if you don't believe me. I know a lot of people ain't never even heard this. Dang, DNA, whole memory. Yeah. They use human blood, so that's what they gonna do. Damn, Cloudy. That's what they gonna do with people. They gonna take your blood. You're basically cattle. That's why the Jewish people call us going. They call us cattle. Because the AI is gonna be sucking our blood like vampires to store memory. Soon as they get these, that's probably gonna be the solution to these data centers having an energy problem. Pumping full of human flesh, pumping full of organic. Yeah, you are. I already said organic. It's a scientific word that they be using. But yeah, your DNA though. Yep. Can be used just like they turn gold, silver, rocks into components for computers. They can do you the same way. You're just a component. So when people start going through their hard times, and that's why they want people to be lazy, so because they gonna throw your ass in and let the machine eat you. Separate your blood from your plasma. All the stuff that's used in the human body can be used in electrical components. So we basically gonna be used as crops. Why y'all think organ harvesting is the biggest business in the world right now? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's all making sense now. It's it's all making sense, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But you don't gotta take my word for it. Go put it in your YouTube search. Or ask Google. Or ask Grunkpedia, does human DNA hold memory? Matter of fact, I'll look it up for you right now. Does human DNA hold memory? But have no worry, because the people that's trolls and have nothing productive, they're gonna be the first ones to go. Let's see, come on, AI. Oh, it could be what? See, boy, they be playing with the Google. Yes, DNA can be used to store information, though it's not memory in a biological sense. Like spiritually, we do hold the memories of our ancestors, but the internet not gonna tell you that. But yes, DNA can be used to store information, like a storage. Scientists are right now developing methods to store digital data on DNA. Oh man, that's why they want us to get them digital ID cards. Wow, because of its incredible density, stability, and low energy requirements, making it ideal for long-term archive storage. For example, research teams have encoded text and images into synthetic DNA and successfully retrieved them, sometimes without the need for complex sequencing technology. Let that sink in. How DNA is used for data storage. You are cattle, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are cattle, lab rats, no longer slaves. Oh no, they got a use for people. Yeah, they got a use for people. So inconsiderate, cloudy lanes, nah, wicked. So be careful going to the doctor. Yeah, for all my people, be careful. They got a use for you. Yeah, they got a use for you. Yep, they got a use for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Just keep that in mind. DNA, digital data storage. Your DNA is your blood that flows through your body. That's why they want people lazy and docile. You won't put up a fight. That made me think. All these people they rounding up across America, right? Are they really sending them people back home? Or are they taking them to DNA collection facilities? Sucking them dry like vampires. and then selling that human meat to these food companies like U.S. Foods to process the human meat into other meat. Is that why people finding teeth and jawbones in their food? Is that the parts that the machine didn't break down good enough? It really make you think. Yeah, it make you think, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, it make you think. Yeah, make you think, boy. The wickedness of this world, some people can't even fathom. Yeah, some people can't even. Yes, woo. It's wild, strange, weird, diabolical, evil. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Wow. That's deep. And I could only imagine the rabbit hole just goes deeper. Wow, I might have to save this so we can dig deep on the other channel. Cause that is a spooky topic. And I one thing I can guarantee you, nobody is thinking like this. Nobody is. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Cloudy Lanes, everybody using AI, so AI can learn everybody. So when it's time for the AI police to come get you, to go harvest you, to go farm you, they already gonna know where you gonna run, how you gonna act. See, that's what a lot of people are not realizing. Your phone and what you put online, the computer will be able to predict what you're gonna do if you get into a tight situation. AI is learning everybody. Since we was kids. So when they send the machines out to get you, the machines already gonna know what your reaction may be. And they've already made a plan. Mm-hmm. Not only are you teaching it, you teaching AI about you. And it's not every time you use AI, Cloudy, Cloudy Lane, your phone records everything you do, no matter what type of phone you got. Your tendencies, the way you talk, when you mad, what makes you mad, what makes you happy, what family members you like, what family members you don't like. So it's not every time you use AI, it's every time you use one of these electronics. Because your phone is AI, your laptop is AI. It's all connected to a bigger system. So it's not every time you use AI, it's every time you use a component and use this internet. Every time you get on social media and type the way you feel. That's why the algorithm likes to, if you want to catch the algorithm on any social media platform, you gotta be talking about something that's gonna affect people's emotions. Emotional topics. It's how you catch the algorithm. What'll get the quickest response out of people? Whether it's FBA, ADOS, whether you making cooking videos, whether you talking about geopolitics, whether you talking about wars going on, you talk about emotional products. Yep. That's what the algorithm loves. It love to be able to understand your topic of conversation, especially if it's plucking at people's emotions. Like this group versus that group. Yep. And the way you phrase your words. Yep. The way you phrase your words. Oh man, the more I think about it, but it's spooky, y'all. It's spooky and it go deep. And the sad thing about it is, our average people in America, they ain't nobody thinking like this. And it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening, y'all. I didn't mean to go off topic, y'all, but you know, when we get to talking, it you never know which way the conversation may go. Yep. But with that being said, chat, expand your business line globally. Don't limit yourself to where you at, to that little laboratory of a plantation. You know, if that's where you comfortable at, stay there. You know, by you being comfortable on the laboratory plantation, it make it more easy for people like me to expand and spread our wings and get away. So those people that's comfortable where they at, yeah, y'all make sure y'all stay there. Cause y'all like camouflage for the rest of us that's bouncing around the globe. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all stay on the laboratory plantation and keep them busy. So we can, yeah, continue to glow up. So with that being said, chat, I love y'all, chat. Expand your business line globally. You know, the small percentage of us that's on that, because now I'm understanding why the people that know call the average population going cattle. They getting you fat for the slaughter. So we need the people that, no, we're staying here. This is where we're from. Yeah, we need people like that. Yeah, we need people to be lost in the sauce. Yeah, so those of us that's our creators, and we see, yeah, we continue to get ready for the new world that's coming in, that's here. The new world that's here. I ain't gonna even say coming in. It's a new world that's here. People just gotta adjust to it. Some people are not adjusting good, as we can see already. But some of us, we gonna be able to adjust just fine. Yep. So that being said, y'all, expand your business line globally. Expand your business line globally. Expand your business line globally. Push a hard line. Push your product. Market your product. Continue to glow up globally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button and feel free to come through, interact, engage at any time. I love y'all, chat. And y'all stay tuned. And think about what we just talked about. We'll be back. We'll be back, chat. Love y'all, chat. Salute.